inspire the others. Why do you think the way you are? Because you're trained to think in a certain way. Artist is trained to think in a certain way. You choose your profession most of the time, if we're lucky. You choose your profession because of who you are. Like I learned yesterday that in older days, shepherds were the introverts. So if you were an introverted person in a village, you became a shepherd because that was the most appropriate profession for you. And just because we're working together from different fields of profession and different skill base, we have to keep our own language and our own skill base in order to actually offer why we are invited to collaborate. Was that clear?
I didn't mention I have another background as well. Originally I was a lawyer and then I became an art historian. So I'm in a position that sometimes I understand both sides. And because of this, I think it's a very good idea to put an intermediator between the two sides. And I don't want to make a hybrid art PR here, but for example, they are a very good example that they understand the business, and I really mention business and not science side because it's also business. So you have to raise money to conduct projects. So you need, I think you always need someone who understands both sides and can translate each other's language, and then something good can come out, I think. And so we really need these kind of companies or persons who, moderators, yes.
I just can join too, so.
Just one thing that I think it's, everything costs money, so that's another reason why we need these kind of people, because they know how to figure out the whole financial system behind a project. So that's why it's necessary, and I don't think it can work without this element.
Yeah, you also would like to mention something?
Yeah, so I think that the challenge is definitely that we're pretty much bringing if you break it down into two people, one that represents the innovation and one that represents the art, it's two completely different personalities with different schedules, with different mindsets, and I think it's really hard to fit those ideas together, and me not working directly with artists, but having the experience of working with marketing agencies, we always run into the issue of them having the problem of an account manager dealing with the creative side of their business, because when they had a deadline and someone wouldn't have something done on time because they are in a way more free-spirited and not as strict and disciplined. Yeah, that's a good word for it. So I think, but at the same time, like, we're in this 50-50, so it's like one cannot work without the other. So I think having the two sides and the two personalities fit and make the two sides understand that they have to work together hand in hand, and you have to give up something to gain something on both sides. So you can't really just repeat your own
Yeah, I mean,
stuff.
the intention of the project was really, we need to be really fast, right? So the problem is so urgent. We have to come together, sit together, brainstorm, whatever it takes, and just, we must. And that's why we think it's even not enough bringing artists, scientists, entrepreneurs together, right? I mean, it's just a one-year work, and of course we were super excited that we mostly got just positive feedback for our project, but it's even not enough, right? So we really need to reach every person, everyone. Yeah, and I think this is something we also have to understand. There is not someone coming up dealing with the issue because you don't want to be involved, or it's not the right time for you, or whatever. No, you need to. It's really a must, right? And this is what I would just like to underline here. Yeah, okay. One artist perspective.
Just one very small thing. I've been working in artist-scientist collaborations as an artist for the last 20 years or so. And in my experience, the most important thing is to remember that both work in different structures. And artists are mostly freelancers, so they have time and they need money. And the scientists mostly work for institutions, and they have enough money, but they have no time. So if they want to work together, you need to give the artists money and the scientists time. And then it may work.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. So, yeah, I guess that's it for now. I hope to extend this whole discussion in the future. And thanks for the first part of the conference. Thanks for being here, for joining us, for giving us your input. And now it's time for the lunch break. What's the time, actually? So